Every individual can have specialized and unique cultures that play a part in who they are. For me, my family was heavily surrounded by sports. We would always either be playing them or watching them. I feel like having sports incorporated into so much of my life has helped shape the person I am today. Today, I'm going to be talking about the sports my family and I have played, how we've stayed involved in sports when we're not playing them, and how having sports in my life has impacted me. First, I will discuss the sports me and my family have played. I grew up playing many sports, such as softball, volleyball, soccer, and flag football. Softball is my main sport because I've been playing it for so long. Since I was about 4 years old up until 18, softball has stuck with me. I also joined a few travel ball teams during the off seasons to continue playing and getting better. My sister, brother, and cousin were also very involved in playing sports. My sister has played soccer, track, volleyball, and softball, and my brother was heavily involved in baseball for a couple years. My cousin was and still is a major football player and is currently playing at Modesto Junior College. Thinking about why we're so athletically involved in many sports ties back to our parents, specifically my mom and my aunt. Both grew up playing sports, and my aunt was even involved in a travel soccer team. My mom swam and played soccer, as well as a little bit of softball. Our parents, having played sports when they were younger, led us kids to following in their footsteps. Second, I will discuss how else we've been involved in athletics. Ever since I was younger, my mom would take my brother, sister, and I to a baseball game at least once a year. I grew up watching the Giants, and I loved going to San Francisco and Oracle Park. It was always such a cool and fun experience, and sometimes we would get there early to get free, limited souvenirs. Another example would be when one of us kids has a game. Our parents would make it their job to show up and support us by watching us and cheering us on. I would do this for my siblings, my family, and my friends whenever they had a special sports event. I loved watching the game as well as being there for my loved ones at the same time. At family get-togethers, we usually always have a sports event on the TV. During the football season, when the Super Bowl comes up, we usually throw a huge party with a bunch of food, and we just sit around and watch the game while enjoying time with our friends and family. Lastly, I will discuss how sports have impacted me and my family. One important impact it's had on all of us is how it's helped us stay active. When we're in school, it's easy to get caught up with homework and assignments, but sports have been a good getaway to take our minds off things and just focus on something we love doing. It's our way of having fun and relaxing, as well as a way to stay fit and healthy. For me, sports have been more than just a fun way to stay active. They've also helped with my confidence, my communication, my focus, and my emotional control. In games I've played, I've dealt with stress and pressure not to mess up and to make a play. I've also experienced frustration and disappointment, but I eventually learned to let it roll off my back until after the game, because holding on to that negative self-critical emotions leads to me playing poorly. One very important impact sports have had on my whole family is how it unifies us, and it's used as a way to support each other. My mom has been my #1 supporter throughout all these years. She's made it to every game that she could, and when the rest of my family shows up, it makes me want to try my best and win the game for them. Cultures for everyone can be different and special in ways that others may not see or understand. My culture is athletics, both playing them and watching them. I've learned so much from playing sports, and it's really played a huge part in how I am today. In this presentation, I discussed the sports that my family and I have played, how we've stayed involved in sports even when we're not playing them, and how sports have made significant impacts on all of our lives.